Hello, hello, hello. It's all me today, people. Give me 1 second to get it together. Hi. I tried to go live from my computer and I just can't. I just was told I can't go live from my computer. So your girl is a little slow on that. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How y'all feeling? Hi. Oh, you guys missed us, right? It's been a crazy week. Crazy. Let me get my girl April up in here. I am April. Peace. Hey, Yetter. Hey, Keisha.
Earn miles today for adventures to
Sorry. I'm sorry. So what happens when they leave the girl home alone and she got to figure it out? Hey. So my opening didn't go as brilliant as I expected it to. See, I was supposed to come on with some DMX background because, yeah, it's a celebration of his life and all that he's contributed to us, right?
Hey!
Hey!
Y'all gon' make me lose
Hey!
up in there, up in there. Y'all gon' make me go all out up in there, up in there. Y'all gon' make me
act a fool
up there.
Yeah!
Get your people up in here.
I got to bring it to you, cowards, and it's gonna be quick. Oh, you made the business.
How's my light? I feel like I'm dark.
Get done with some quick. You gonna poke the dog with some bum. I think we'll
911.
over some tongues.
We don't own the rights to this music, y'all.
Remind me of a strip club. Every time we come around, it's like, this guy get my damn stuff. And I know you think we talk.
Where am I?
You're right
I'm dark.
there.
I don't know how to fix it.
What don't you know how to fix? Hi, April.
Hi, baby.
Hi, everybody.
A light bulb.
So, yeah, we left off last week.
Hold on. Go ahead, talk.
We left off last week, and there was a rumor that our guy had made his transition, but not yet. Not yet. It wasn't
Say
until
that again?
this morning. So, you know, a lot of people wanted to be the first to say it because, you know, they had inside information, but the family was not ready to let that up.
So they did it on my birthday.
On your birthday. You know who passed away on my birthday?
Who?
Drill Levert.
Oh, I miss him.
Yeah. So
that is a blast from the past, that name.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was a sad birthday for me. It was a sad birthday for me. So I'm sure your birthday was sad.
It was, you know, with the things that he accomplished to get to 50, I kind of celebrated because he could have been gone a long time ago.
Amen.
He had a lot to fight with.
Amen.
Oh, maybe if I move up some. Oh.
So we're going to hold our DMX stories for later.
Okay.
Because we got to tackle all this crazy Black Lives Matter, and it should matter to the world, but apparently not shit. That's what we got to tackle first. So,
not happy.
It's interesting that on our notes it says the George Floyd trial, but it's not.
I know. They keep saying that
because it feels like it's his trial. Unfortunately,
I know. Like he did something wrong. You know, like to not be here. Like he's defending himself for being deceased
from the grave.
Where they do that at?
How's that happen?
Right.
So, it is the Derek Chauvin's trial. Let's be clear about that.
Right.
So today they
Hi, Yetter. Hi, everybody. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He he invoked his Fifth Amendment right. He said, no, I'm not going to testify. And it's interesting because so many commentators, they thought he would testify. They thought he was arrogant enough. I mean, he was the guy who had his knee casually on his neck with his hands casually in his pocket as if he was not killing someone, right?
Yeah.
For that casual about killing someone, then you should be casually sitting yourself in a goddamn hot seat.
Mm-hmm. He know better.
You know, so he's not going to testify. So that's the end of their case.
That's
and then
the end.
It got hey, did you see it?
No.
So today, it could have almost went into a mistrial. And
I saw that. I did see that part, but go ahead.
So it could have almost went into a mistrial simply because Derek Chauvin's attorney they put this guy on who kept talking about oxygen. And then, honey, George Floyd, the prosecutors, they came back saying, hey, we got the information that they talking about. And the judge said, ho, too late. You cannot bring it in now. You had
about the carbon monoxide. But I just thought, I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I don't know how to ping pong in the courtroom. Mm-hmm. But if they brought that person up today, I don't understand why we couldn't say that was a part of the report and here it is. It's not like they just pulled it from the sky. We're only giving you the evidence that you're talking about because you're talking about it.
Nope, because the case is over from
dark.
You are dark.
I don't understand.
The case from their side was over, and they had a chance to introduce it,
right?
As they didn't at that time. Had they tried to introduce new evidence because of because of them testifying, it would have been a mistrial. So thank God he gingerly guided him with the questions so that it didn't turn into that. And it almost was really, really close, because you get someone talking, honey, you get me on that stand and you say, Tomeeka, well, what happened when da-da-da-da? Bitch, I might tell you what happened when I was 5 years old while I'm telling you about today. And then it's going places it shouldn't go, because you just never know. You can't control people's speech, right?
So I'm wondering if, then I think the prosecution missed a big opportunity if they had that freaking information to rule out everything that even though they didn't bring it up weeks ago, just to kind of nip it in the bud for when somebody could possibly talk about carbon monoxide. They talked about everything else that it couldn't have been, and I don't understand why they didn't bring that into evidence a long time ago.
I don't understand if they had the evidence, which they did, that you just didn't introduce it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why didn't they introduce it? Oh my God.
So they had it, they chose not to, and then they tried to circle back, and the judge was like, nope, can't circle back.
Right.
No.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't a mistrial, because baby,
it would have been, girl, can you imagine them saying, oh, today this is it, mistrial, and all those protesters have been protesting for 4 or 5 days straight? Girl, bye.
I did watch a little bit of CNN, and I saw them in Atlanta and somewhere else in Minnesota putting up the fencing and the barbed wire and everything. And I think that's just really sad, because he should be found guilty and there will be no protest.
Mm-hmm.
How you going to protest because you killed somebody? So just, because everybody's like, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. Nothing is ever as clear as day. We see it, but they don't see it. You know what I mean? So they are they're preparing.
Right.
Preparing.
Yeah.
So they're, I guess the jury, they do their closing arguments on Monday, the 19th, and then it's up to the jury.
And see, this is the part I want to watch. I didn't care about the trial itself was too complicated for me. It's like y'all was asking too many of the same damn questions, and you gave out too much details. Like, my mind work like that. The closing arguments and the opening arguments, you have my full undivided attention. So I'm excited about that part. I can't wait to tune in on Monday. So on Monday, they should be giving the jury their task. Like, this is what you're going to do when you go in that deliberation room. They're going to be sequestered. They're going to put them up in a hotel. They're not allowed to watch TV, watch the news, probably have their cell phones, and they go to work on all of them judge gives them. So this is the exciting part. We're almost at the finish line.
Yeah, I want it over.
So Dante Wright.
Ugh. Here's the thing. You don't get a chance to inhale or exhale because it's like, so I've been last week, maybe a week and a half, just having fun on TikTok and, just doing some funny things just to bring light to the world, and it helps me too. And now I feel like because of Dante and it keeps going, I don't want to be in this perpetual depression of I can't be happy. I can't be on Instagram and just be April and be free and have fun and lighthearted. I don't always want to be here giving the news. I want to joke. I want to laugh with Royale and, just do crazy things. But then I feel like, how can I be so happy? Maybe that's for mental health. Okay. And back to Dwight. Dante Wright.
Dante Wright.
I can't.
I understand where you were going with the April, because y'all know I'm in the middle of my exciting time with this book. I could not post. Now, let me tell y'all how this book thing works. If I don't sell.
Same.
Right?
Yes. Go ahead. I got something to say. Go ahead.
Off this week because Dante Wright, George Floyd trial, Afro-Latino Army lieutenant, little boy with the Army sergeant. Breaking news today, police murdered 13-year-old Adam Toledo. Like, enough already. It's like, soon as you bounce back from one of these stories, here comes another one. And it's like, look, I can't even, and I'm not, look, be clear. I just was kind of off social media. I would post stuff for awareness because I feel like these stories got to get the attention that it deserves. So
right.
I would go in to repost whatever I saw that somebody else said that I thought needed the attention. Because let me tell you what I do love about, and I shouldn't say love. What's different about Dante Wright that we haven't seen out loud, and I'm sure he's not the first story, but his mother is white. The woman,
that shouldn't matter, but go ahead.
The woman who shot him is white. In his trial, white tears aren't going to matter as much because it's a white woman with the same tears who's now the victim. You understand? See, when that girl went into that guy's house and said, "Oh, ha, 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 I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. I thought it was..."
Wrong house, wrong apartment.
And she cried and cried and cried and she got 10 years. Honey, when this lady comes with her tears, nobody cares. We don't care, but now white America has to pay attention because it's two of their sisters with the same, one is fighting for her life and one lost her life when they took her son. You understand?
Right. Yeah.
Now y'all get to really feel it, and I'm sorry that I have to say it like that, but I feel like this one, they may get their justice because why is her tears more important than her tears?
Well, I mean, a life is a life. I get it. I get what you're saying, but
obviously our tears don't matter.
Well, why do you feel like there's already a difference because the mother is white? Have you seen a shift or something? Because I don't watch the news, but did you see a shift, or what makes you think just because it's a white mother, they're going to be more lenient or be on her side, or you just don't know?
I don't know, but what I'm thinking is that where it used to be, we're chanting Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. This is a white woman who lost her son, who's a Black child, okay? She's still saying Black Lives Matter, but I'm a white woman whose son is Black and y'all treated him. See, you know how we say treat us like we're white? They couldn't treat him like he was white. He was Black. You understand?
Right.
So had it been her, she would have got the leniency that they get. But because it was her son, she was on the phone with her son. They made her son hang up the phone. You understand that?
I cannot. No,
I'm so glad they did, because she would have heard her son being murdered.
Right.
Ooh. Like, she would have never been able to get that bullet out of her head for the rest of her life. I mean, that gunshot. So I'm hoping that justice will prevail simply because it's now going to be the battle of white women's tears. Like, whose tears, whose tears are we really going to fall for at this point? Because when this lady says, oops, I thought it was, she
thought it was my taser.
She said tase. I've never heard them call out what they was doing to you. I've never heard them call out tase, gun. I've never heard that.
Right.
Why did she deliberately call out tase?
Correct.
Why
I peeped that too. Like, too convenient. Oh, well, I said it was my tase, but it wasn't. I got confused. Like, you don't get to get confused on killing somebody. You get to get confused. Maybe I put the wrong shoes on. I got my dress inside out. You get, like, normal shit. You don't get to say, 20 years on the force, I didn't know my taser gun from a real gun.
Here's the part.
And he's the one who, oops, she made a mistake. Oh, well.
Lisa Campbell says she called that out because she knew she was drawing her gun. Absolutely correct. Here's the deal. I kept thinking, why the fuck is she still on the beat if she's been in law enforcement for 20-something years? Girl, when they said she was the trainer of the person that she was with, so you're training them to kill us? Because if she get off, that's exactly what she did. She trained how to kill us and get away with it. Okay.
Right.
And then, okay, you've been on the force for 26 years. Okay. The taser feels much lighter than the real thing. Okay. And then you called it out before you did it 3 times. I've never heard, you usually will hear them say, he got a gun, he got a knife. You'll hear them call out what they have. You never hear a police officer call out what they have. Okay. And your gun is on one.
He's probably going to say that was part of the training to show the young man that I'm going to use the tase. You know what I mean? And from what I was told or what I heard, her tase is on the opposite side than the gun. And you purposely went to the gun side. Like, I don't know what, he won't be on trial for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. I have so many questions.
And then let's not forget she was the president of the police union. So that means when I shoot someone, I'm in the police, she's the person I go to. She tells me what to do next.
Right.
Go home, put your gun away, relax, chill, we got you.
Right.
She knows what the fuck to say, okay?
Right. She does.
She tells you if we got you, you can go ahead and resign and go to the next state and go get your new job. She tells you all of that, okay? It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out.
I don't know.
Say it every week. Black Lives Matter. It should. We be glad when that day comes when we can stop talking about this shit. Like, it's getting
just stop saying it.
This whole week was just a very toxic week for this,
and it's still going. They got a police kind of standoff out here in LA right now. Right before I turned off the TV, somebody, I don't know if he hurt his wife in Simi Valley. He's somewhere on the side of the road. They got a standoff with him. Like, Chicago, was it Illinois? Chicago, the young boy, Ortiz, you said you wanted to talk about that.
So the breaking news is
that's crazy.
He got shot 2 weeks ago. And they kept saying he had a gun, he had a gun, he had a gun.
I thought this was now, 2 weeks ago. Why are we just talking about it now?
Because the thing was, they found a gun at the scene. He had a gun, and that's why we shot him. No big deal. He had a gun, we shot him, we feared for our life. Okay, but now that the tape evidence is out, they told him to put his weapon down. He put his weapon down, he dropped it, and his hands was up, and they shot him. 13 years old, Adam Toledo. 13. So
I saw the picture of his hands up, just up.
His hands are up, but he's dead. So that means he's unarmed. I don't care if a gun is right there. That's like, my hands are up, take me to jail, okay? Mind you, a 21-year-old passed the gun off to them. And obviously, we know that information. They were there. They're aware of that the 21-year-old passed it off to the 13-year-old. So you guys were okay with shooting this little baby. And he had his hands up. That means he was scared for his life, and you killed him.
I don't understand in situations like that, if your hands are up and you're that fearful, maybe you should use your taser at that point. Make sure he's down. The object or the objective is they need their day in court.
Yeah.
And they're not giving us our day in court,
Nope.
whether we are criminals or not. We are entitled. We could be the mass murderer, serial, just the scum of the earth. You're supposed to get your day in court. It's not supposed to be, I'm going to execute you. You're never going to have that day. And that's what it's become, the wild, wild west. It's like, why are they so fearful? If my hands are up, what are you fearful of? Like, what else is there?
You have the guns in your hand.
Right.
On the ground.
What makes you say shoot? There's not enough consequences for their action. And they just, the color of our skin really matters, because if that was little Bobby be in the hospital, at the jail right now eating Burger King. Like, there is no reason for them to just shoot and ask questions later. And that's where my frustration comes in, because they can disarm the craziest wild white people, ramming them with cars, riding on trucks. They just won't shoot. They will not shoot. So my motto is, and I should trademark it, treat us like we're white. Yeah. We need a t-shirt. Treat us like we're white. Because if you did, there wouldn't be as many homicides. There really wasn't. There wouldn't be.
Here's the deal. We know they are capable of it, because
absolutely, we see it every day.
And I do a mass shooting, I walk out and clink clink. I just killed 6 people though.
6 people.
That little boy, he was running with a gun. He was running with a gun. He's dead. The little boy, Dante Wright, he was driving with air fresheners. He's dead. Like, come on.
And I think a cop was on there, or somebody, law enforcement was like, right now they've given the okay not to stop people for petty stuff. It's COVID. Your license, your tag, like my tag is due. I'm still waiting for it to come in. There is delay. So there's some stuff you got to let slide. But when you are profiling and trying to see what can I get this person for, then that's when you're going to do these petty stops, because he really shouldn't have been stopped. No, if we're talking about an air freshener, there are bigger fish to fry than, let's just give him a hard time. He shouldn't have that up there. It's too many or whatever.
At the press conference, that's exactly what they asked the police chief, who's now resigned.
Yeah.
Isn't there a law right now going on, because due to COVID, that we don't stop for petty shit like this?
Petty.
Because of the DMV? So he said, yeah, but there is no buts. If she would have used common sense in that space, she would have never stopped him.
And right. Let him go. No, you chose to stop him. You were that pressed to stop him over some air fresheners. So that is a problem.
Have her way with the little black kid while she was training this white.
Yeah. Let me show him. Yeah. This is what we do.
Let's get him. I'm sure we can find something on him. Okay? Of course you can. It's COVID. The car's brand new. Of course he doesn't have tags. How can he get tags? He just got the car 2 weeks ago. Y'all know it's a backlog at the DMV. So yeah, he was right for picking, and that's the unfortunate thing.
Tomeeka, I'm sorry to hear about your uncle. She said my uncle was killed by San Diego police officer in the 80s. Put him in a chokehold. Mm-hmm. So you understand. Like, it's coming, just
well,
on. Huh?
What Tomeeka says, this goes back to our next story. The Afro-Latino Army Lieutenant, Karan Nazario, pulled over for not having plates in Virginia, okay?
I saw that. That was terrible.
He is George Floyd's nephew. George Floyd's his cousin. Not George Floyd, I'm sorry.
Dante?
What's the one I can? Eric Gardner. Eric Gardner.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
It's his cousin.
It's his cousin. So.
My God.
Tomeeka's talking about something that happened. This happened 6 years ago in his family, and now it just happened to him. And this is a guy who, on paper, looks like they wouldn't mess with him.
He had his uniform on. What more can you say? I'm a sergeant. He said it. It didn't care. He didn't care. when those good old boys, like you can tell by the mannerisms, when those good old boys get locked in on showing you little boy, listen to me, boy, is what I'm saying. There's no, it's at a point where they can't turn back. Yep. They are so far into it. It's like lock and load. It's almost like a pit bull. When they lock, he can't let go. When they get into that, how dare you? I don't give a fuck who you are. You gonna listen to what I say. There's no coming back. And he complied. He did everything that he said. His hands was up. He couldn't get out the car. He opened the door. And you just want to pepper spray him. You just want to pepper spray because you're fucking evil. That's evil.
I'm sorry. Look, this guy went from 0 to 100 in 2.2 seconds simply because, oh, you are a lieutenant? He told him, I will ruin your whole career, basically. That's the only, look, y'all.
For what? For what?
For being black, driving while black.
Exactly. Why do you make a statement like that? I haven't disrespected you. I haven't called you out your name. I haven't done anything then other than I'm black.
And here's the deal. So that happened like in December, okay? That happened months ago. The only reason why we know about it now is because the lieutenant is suing the police officer.
Absolutely.
Do y'all know that they just fired him this week? So you mean to tell me y'all had
all this time?
They don't care. They don't care. The only reason why, and that's why y'all, as much as y'all hate to see people spread the news of this stuff over and over and over again, it's vitally important. If we don't let you know what's going on and it doesn't go viral, then change never occurs. This guy did all this shit, went back to his police station, wrote up a little thing, and thought he could just go ahead and live happily ever after.
Had Christmas, had New Year's, this April.
Yes. And he would have still been a police officer had this guy chosen not to sue him. So how many guys or black men who are not lieutenants in the Army, who don't have the luxury of going to get attorneys to sue on their behalf? Right. Just go through life with being harassed over and these police officers never have to, get reprimanded or lose
their report, and that's
it. Yes. So you guys, I know some of y'all, it's too much. It's brain overload. Like I could not watch little baby boy Adam get shot today, but at least forward it and repost it because that's the only way we can make change. Had it not been for these damn phones and these cameras, none of this stuff. It would just be another day at the office for their ass, and it would just be that they killed another kid who had a gun because the gun was beside him. See, here's the gun right here, and that's that. No, that boy didn't have a gun in his hand.
So, I just don't understand why every traffic stop, every minor little infraction becomes, I fear for my life. Like 9 out of 10 times, the person you are stopping is not fucking thinking about you. They have not robbed a bank. They have not kidnapped anybody. There's no stolen drugs in the car. There's usually nothing. And they don't walk away alive. They don't. And I just don't get it. Why do you feel like it's almost like the syndrome with, oh my God, like, a black man whistling Emmett Till. It's almost like, I don't know what the syndrome would be called, like so fearful. Like, why are you so fearful that everything or every look is like almost vain? Like they're trying to kill me. We're not thinking about you. We're trying to get to point A to point B, little broken headlight, back brake. And I don't make it home alive because you feel like I was grabbing for something. Bitch, you asked me for my license. Or my registration. I'm getting you what you want. You don't comply. You scared to get it. Get it. I said get it. So now you make a false move. I fear for my life. I'm not thinking about you. I'm not. First of all, half of these people aren't criminals. No, they're not. They're just being stopped. So why do you think I would have a machine gun or a fucking AK, whatever, in my car to kill you? Like, why are they so fearful? And it's the color of our skin.
And so, had that guy not pulled over, Karan Nazario, had he not pulled over at the gas station, had he just pulled over on the side of the country little road, he probably wouldn't be here today.
He probably wouldn't.
He probably wouldn't be here today. So thank God he had enough sense to say, you know what? I'm scared.
Yeah, let me get where it's light.
I'm scared.
Exactly.
And thank God, hopefully, they got lights at the gas station and cameras to get all this, because you guys aren't right. So,
it's hurtful. It is just hurtful.
There is a story out of, I'm not sure about this story, so I don't even want to mention this one, but the Army Sergeant Jonathan Pentland, South Carolina.
God. It's just one after. It's been a doozy of a week. I don't know what, watching the video, he felt his bravado was like, that's my wife. He just was so big and bad for this little boy, showing, what are you doing here? Excuse me? First of all, he had the right person, because he had the mannerisms to be quiet, and that's probably who he is, because I heard he was a very shy young man. Like, he didn't have I don't know if I should not say he didn't have the wherewithal, but he was not combative, because you catch the wrong person. What the fuck you mean? What am I doing? Do you own this land? Like, do you own all of this? No, I'm not on your property. I have the right to walk up and down. And his wife, the cheerleader in the back, she was the one pumping him up.
Gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper was like, what are you doing here? Well, just go on about
we can walk you home. Bitch, who asked you?
It's the audacity for me.
Okay, so
it's the
if y'all don't know what this story is about,
everybody gotta know what this one is.
Jonathan Pentland, who is the Army Sergeant in South Carolina, who harassed and pushed this little black boy, we didn't even know his name, pushed him for being like, first of all, he was in his face, but he pushed him, telling him, get out my face.
Correct.
He kept getting in his personal space.
He wanted to deck him. He really
all live in the same neighborhood. He was instigating, he was aggravating him, he was telling him, you don't belong here, you don't belong here.
You don't belong. What does that mean? I could see if it was a dirt road and I was coming to get directions and I was on your property. I am on a public city sidewalk. What do you mean I don't belong here? I need someone to break that down. What does that mean?
I am so glad that the boy did not do anything.
I'm glad too.
Let me tell you why.
He would have hurt that little boy.
He would have hurt him, but sometimes they just need to see us just like that. Because that's like seeing a little white boy who's just being passive. See, they expect for us to be angry and act a fool. And this is why I did this to him anyway, because he was coming at me, blah, blah, blah. So then now you get the reason. And so when you go to court, you can say, I fear for my life. So this guy handled it so well that they his ass and charged his ass with third-degree assault. They was clear about the freaking charge. You understand?
Yeah.
He couldn't plan it on self-defense. He couldn't say he was in my face, because it was none of the above. So I'm so glad he had that reaction to him. I'm so glad, because it takes a really strong individual to just know that I ain't got restraint. I ain't got to do nothing. It's several ways to get it. He spoke intelligently at him, and then he said, you smell like you've been drinking. He was so calm.
Because he kept asking the woman, the cheerleader, the gatekeeper, what did I do? Like, you gave such and such a hard time. That's probably because that one had something to say too.
Mind your business. How about all the parents and kids? Mind your business.
Yeah. And then you saw the ladies walking. They're the ones who came and got them. And somebody said, it's always us. 10 feet, 10 toes on the ground. Like, we will always be there. Like, it's we're tired, but we are tired.
We be on the front.
Tired. We got everybody on our back.
We're on the front lines.
We're on the front line.
We got to protect.
What? And even before the crowd got big, it was one black girl out in front of that house.
Did you see where the girl put the sign in there?
Yes, she was not playing. She was like, not today, not on my watch.
I loved it.
I was like, it's always us. And that's everybody.
That is what we have
It's us
to do.
against everybody, like they said, huh?
Because you know what? We're going to have to do that in Minnesota because where the chief of police resigned, all he's going to do is chill out for a minute, live off of something, and then he's going to go get another job in another jurisdiction. So we need to get on that ass and stay focused and make sure that we're there when he tries to reapply for the next chief of police job and make sure that he doesn't get it. So we're done with that. So that's the world today. Y'all, let's just breathe. Let's take a minute to just breathe and just, whew, it's a lot. It is a lot. Okay. COVID updates. I know you have something to say about this, so I'm gonna put that right there. Just let that marinate.
I'm coming.
So everybody's breathing in.
Too many things at one time.
Breathe out. Just breathe, people. What y'all drinking tonight? Anybody drinking? Let me go through these. Yes, woosah, Tomeeka.
I'm trying to cook because I'm
We
hungry.
are tired. His wife recorded the video like they were right. Exactly.
I know.
Wife could be the reason why he go to jail and lose his job. He's gonna lose his job.
Good. And
because his boss
say shit. It was all her fault.
Yep.
She got him riled up, and boy, you are big and bad with a little kid, Mr. Sergeant. That little boy didn't do anything.
Jay, you had your second shot? I had 2 shots in here, so I'm with you.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago, you didn't have no liquor. How the heck you find liquor?
I always got a stash, girl. I just got to look for it.
I don't think I'm drinking tonight. I drank last night bad. I'm like, I'm good.
You good for the day? I keep telling you stop drinking on days that's not Thursday.
Girl.
I drank last night too. Look at me.
I did too. Too much.
That's what, you know what? I'm going to stop one day because this extra 10 pounds I got is not cute.
I think about that every now and then, but yeah, let's move on.
Yes.
COVID updates. Okay, here's the deal. We already told you. So I already told y'all I'll probably get the vaccine, but this is what I'm not going to do. I'm not getting Johnson & Johnson. I think we talk about this every freaking week. They can't get baby powder.
What? Nobody's getting Johnson & Johnson.
But
they
people have. I mean,
bye.
It wouldn't be on my list. I would either get the one, Moderna or Pfizer. I don't even know who in there. Oh, a couple of my friends got John. I'm not talking about y'all, but I just have to say, God bless y'all. That wouldn't be my first choice. And most people are doing it. And I'm not saying, I don't know all the reasons, but I really feel one of the reasons is laziness. They don't want to go back for number 2. They just want it one and done. I just want to be one and done, but there's a price for one and done.
Because you know why? People are scared of needles in real life. Like people
It's a pinch. People need to grow up. It's like that's me. I just can't take it.
My very close person in my life hate shots, hate needles, don't want nothing to do with it. Would have been first in line with Johnson & Johnson. Thank God they didn't. But yeah, if you went
even if they came back, why would you even say, okay, they fixed that too? No.
Yes, Tomeeka. Tomeeka says she got her Johnson & Johnson.
She got Johnson & Johnson, but I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. In Jesus' name, amen. Don't let nothing happen to my Tomeeka.
We will see more.
Don't do it.
Other mRNA as well. Sorry to say. She's right. Someone said they'll be coming for the rest of them too because they all got the same ingredients.
But theirs is a little, they must have something that Pfizer and Moderna doesn't because.
Guess what? The news ain't been back yet on them, but that's okay. It's all experimental. Do know this. It's all an experiment. You guys are still in the experimental phase, okay? So when you find out next week some other shit is happening, don't be alarmed. Like, it is what it is. You guys are test dummies, okay? And I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm just saying it just is what it is. Y'all know this shit happen in a month, a year. It never happens this fast, okay? So they got to work the kinks out. Look, y'all know how when the new iPhone come out and then they got to keep doing updates? That's what this is.
Yeah. But guess what? It winds up working at the end.
Yes. So when you get your booster that Pfizer just talked about today.
Oh, what they say?
Pfizer said that there will be boosters, and you're probably going to have to get it yearly. Okay?
I don't know. If I do any, it will be Pfizer, and I think I'm gonna get it. It's next week. I'm just gonna go get it. Like, I'll be covered by the blood of Jesus, like Tomeeka said. But I'm not getting Johnson and Johnson. Whatever.
No. Well,
I want to travel.
And nobody else because they pulled them for now. But
exactly.
So
everybody get that Johnson.
What we're gonna say, the Able to Tomeeka show, do what you have to do. If they tell me I can't get on this plane, I'm probably gonna get vaccinated. I feel like that's what it's coming to. But right now, I got choices. I don't think in a minute none of us will have a choice. I think in a minute, it'll just be what it is. We all have to get it. So there you go. April, I'm so happy you chose to be vaccinated. Oh,
because I talk about it every week. I put it on my story. Vaccinate or not? They're like,
please keep researching.
Yes, we're gonna talk about it until my appointment, and I did that purposely. I was like, let me push it out as far as I can. But I only pushed it out because I wasn't at the requirements. I didn't have underlined. I wasn't at the age. So I made the appointment hoping everything would kind of work itself out. And now anybody can get it. I have a set appointment. So they can't turn me away unless they don't have it. But we'll see.
And I will say this. If you got Johnson & Johnson, there is some symptoms you should be looking out for because they do cause clots. COVID caused clots too. COVID caused leg clots. The Johnson & Johnson shot causes brain clots. So one girl unfortunately passed away. So they say it happens like within a month range. So you can be fine for the first 2 to 3 weeks, but by the 3rd or 4th week, you're feeling some stuff. If you start to feel anything crazy, go get checked. If it's a headache and you normally don't get headaches, go to your doctor, okay? So just look at the symptoms that they're talking about. And I'm not telling you so that you can be scared. I'm just telling you so that you can know the signs, okay?
Yeah, be aware.
So now we get to talk about DMX.
The first thing that comes to mind is, aren't we happy they had a versus?
Yes.
Because that was everything.
Yes.
We got to enjoy him. We laughed that he was a little chunky. We was like, that ain't the DMX we
I wanted DMX to run after that. I wanted him to run because, look, when he first came out, I had the biggest crush on him. He could have got it, okay? Like, and then I seen that nigga start barking on TV one day. I was like, nope, he's a little cuckoo, but I'm going to be a fan for life. He's amazing.
He was a good guy. No matter who was talking about him, I got the same feeling about him. Like,
beautiful
he's just a good guy. You don't really hear nobody. I never heard anybody say he's an asshole. He did this. He was about peace and love. I think he was just always just like, that was his vibe. You know what I mean?
And you know what? He was always right here. He never got here. He treated everybody the same. And this is not personally speaking. It's just like you said, from everything that you heard about him. Yeah. Random people at a gas station saying how he came in here, he did this, or he came into our fast food restaurant and mopped the floor. Like, just was not too big and just wanted to be a giver. And it was mainly because DMX just had a hard life and he just wanted to be loved and give love. And that's just kind of what he exuded, it seems, you know?
And everybody loved him. You know, like a year or two ago, they had paid for him to go to rehab. So I think he was in and out of rehabs. I don't know what the number was, but there was a valiant effort to get him, you know, to get him some type of peace. But it was just bigger than him. You know what I mean? When you start at 14, and I can't even imagine, don't do drugs like that. But from, you know, watching TV and hearing about it, that first high of crack is unbelievable.
That's what he said.
You're chasing it for the rest of your life. Some people can kick it. And it was hard. It was hard for him. Especially when you don't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? You just minding your own business. When he tells the story,
he didn't make the choice, and that's what's so sad about it.
Exactly.
Somebody made the choice for him. They tricked him into thinking that he was just smoking some weed,
just a blunt.
And here it is that. So you know, God rest his soul. I'm so blessed. And I mean, I feel so happy for his soul because now he's at peace finally.
Finally.
You could just tell that his soul was just restless and just whenever you would hear him talk and when he would get passionate and he would read that Bible and, oh, honey, he reminded me of Whitney with her struggles, but how they never gave up on God. They just loved the Lord and they just wished that things were different, but they didn't know how to get to different. But no matter what, I love you, God. Like I love you, God. And I love that about him. And God bless all of his children. God bless all of the mothers and everybody connected to him. I hope that before he passed, him and his mother salvaged their relationship, because even that story, you know, was just, it's heartbreaking to hear. What's her name? Roxanne Shante told her, you know, I don't like when people kind of bring up the bad part after you die. Like, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, like the reporter. Oh, he lost the house. They let that woman have it. Shut the hell up.
I just,
girl, bye.
I am
this is
so
somebody
happy
that we love.
They, like, after he died, I listened to, I partied. I put on this station who kept doing DMX mixes. And I celebrated his life. And I think, look, the amazing and beautiful thing about artists, when they leave this earth, you know, their spirit is still here through their music. You know, they live on. And so he left us with a gift. He left us with some legacy. He left us with all these videos of him praying. When he did Kanye West Soul Sunday and he prayed, that was just such a beautiful moment for him and for his children to see. It's like, I hope that they get that part and live that part for him. I hope that they shine bright because, like, they know, all in all, their dad had the most decent looks like. So,
I need to take a off. I don't know
really, you're not whispering.
Shut up. Yeah, because that's not done, so don't eat it. Yeah.
So, you want to talk about Black Rob?
He looked bad.
He does.
I don't know. That took me by surprise because when they say Black Rob and then they put he's the responsible for the hit song Whoa, I said whoa, I love that song. That's whoa. Then I had to look him up and then I looked at him now. I was like, whoa, what happened? Kidney issues. Hell, you know, that 90s, if you were not taking care of yourself and living high and, you know, just running, yeah, that's fine. I just feel bad for him. So he's still alive, but he seems to be needing somewhere to stay and some financing. So I'm hoping that there is a team of brothers or brotherhood that could get, not even only brotherhood, just team of people that can assist him. Because he looks like he was in pain. When I saw him in the hospital, I'm like, he's in pain. You know, I don't know how bad the kidneys are. Does he need a transplant? But it's not looking good.
Can we just say this real quick? And this probably should be a part of mental health.
No.
What you do in your 30s will affect how you live in your 50s, okay?
Yeah.
If you're smoking and high and getting drinking and all that and doing a whole lot of damage to your body, like, it's going to show up. Like, you're not forever young, okay? So drink water while you're doing a whole bunch of this stuff. You know, detox every now and then and get your body straight, because being on kidneys, is he fit? How old is he?
He got to be about late 40s, maybe, like DMX.
Like,
he looked like he's 80.
Yeah,
he shriveled up. His skin is tough. He just looks like he's in a bad way.
No, he looks like he's in his 60s to 80s, okay? He looks very old.
He looks 80-something. Yeah, he don't look 60s. I know a lot of people say, no, he looks sickly. I didn't even know it was him, seriously.
Yeah. He looks like
that bad.
How his granddad's supposed to look, but...
Yeah.
So, Day says, where's Diddy? Okay.
She said what?
Here's my Diddy disclaimer. Everybody wants to blame Diddy for everybody at Bad Boy failing, okay? Look, all we know is Whoa, okay? That's one song. One.
But he probably wrote some rap. I don't know.
Also, but guess what? Ain't nobody playing them. Okay, so one song, maybe you wrote a few other songs. I don't know if Diddy's responsible for his career. Now, we was talking about 112, then we could have a whole nother conversation. Black Rob, I can't give Diddy that, okay? I can't.
But I feel like Diddy will jump in. He took advantage of his
He
artist.
He did.
He probably did.
Hold on. Y'all be clear. Diddy took advantage of his artists, no different than anybody else. That's what the record industry is. That's why they say be careful when you get in this business. Like, how many times has people you know and love been bankrupt?
A lot.
Okay, so it's not just Diddy, it's all of them. If you're so greedy and you sell yourself short, okay, and I'm not gonna say greedy, if you're so excited and you sell yourself short and you don't get a good lawyer to read your contract, okay, because Diddy got one, okay, make sure when you sign in that you're okay with the terms, okay, and that you do get something out of the deal. And if not, it's going to be Diddy, the next person that comes up behind Diddy, and whomever else. This shit has been going on for centuries, okay?
It really has. And it's about doing your due diligence, and you're right. In the 90s and that early 2000s, it was hot to get that little, what did they call it? The little bit of money they give you up front, you know?
Yes.
And they don't know how to ask for the back end, and I want the rights to my masters. You're going to take the 100,000, you're going to get a little car, you're going to get a little girl, and that's it. But they don't think about, I need to live for the rest of my life. You ain't going to be 30.
And then what about these young artists who get all the money now? And then
they're a little smarter now.
And in 5 years, because they spent it all.
They are, yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate. But I'm happy to know that Will Smith and Artie Fuqua, that made me
Antoine Fuqua.
I did not know that. Antoine, I know Artie, Jesus. Antoine, yes. That is amazing.
It is.
Like, you have to hit them in the pocket. That's how we have to hit them with all of these things that we want. It has to hit them where the money resides, in your pocket. So they have elected to leave Atlanta doing whatever films they were doing. Even though they were getting a 30% incentive, they said, you know what? Selling my soul to the devil to get an extra 30% off of this. Actually, we have the money. We was just, whatever.
Right.
We can take the hit and leave. And I hope more businesses do that. They already lost the Major League Baseball. So now this, and maybe, and I'm wondering when I saw that, what Tyler Perry is feeling, because he's set up there.
I know.
So.
Probably we're doing it on Tyler's campus.
Say that again?
That's where they were probably filming at, on Tyler's campus.
Yeah.
So
that'll be.
Atlanta's gonna have to get it together and fast because they get ready to lose a lot of money.
They are.
What's happening is Will Smith and Antoine Fuqua pulled their whole production from Atlanta because of the voter suppression law.
Yes.
And so everybody
they're fighting.
Yes, a bunch of CEOs from a bunch of companies got together.
Are doing the same?
They got together and wrote a letter to the state and said, hey, look, the ball is in your court. Change this dumbass law or we'll all take our businesses from there as much as possible. Coca-Cola can't really go nowhere because that's their base, but maybe they can. Who knows?
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, that was a bit of good news. I'm like, okay, we got to stand for something. You understand?
So, do we care about Colton Underwood? Do we watch?
No, that's why I skipped it. I don't even know who that is.
I don't even. So, I do want to say this because I don't know. How many of y'all on here watch The Bachelor? Raise your hand.
Shouldn't be nobody. Don't raise your hand. Do not raise your hand. We got real problems. I don't give a damn about dating. Girl, bye. Okay,
so we're on to live entertainment is coming back. They already have the baseball arenas open.
And they were packed, to whatever the capacity. I was like, people not going. They were there. I was like, wow. I'm not there. I don't like baseball like that, but I think I probably would mosey on to a basketball game, to be honest. Because I need to get out. Like, we all need to get out.
But
So
that's indoors. That's
I
indoors.
know. But it's like every other seat, or, you know, like 2 here, 4 open, 2 here. Not saying I'm going to be the first in the arena, but I do want to get out.
Who is in your background?
It's Royce and Ross coming in
Royce
and
and
out.
Ross,
So they're opening the door, they're closing in the door. So you just see the shadow.
So the Hollywood Bowl is going to be back open. Will you go there? That's outdoors.
Yes.
Okay. New York will host outdoor theatrical and musical performances. See, I can get with the outdoor stuff. I don't know about the indoor stuff. But my problem with all of it is bathrooms. How are you going to still fit all these people in the same bathroom? Like, that's probably where it's going to be. Unless, like, because if the bathrooms are going to still be disgusting like they were before COVID, I don't see how that's going to work.
Right. Because you know we got to go to the potty.
Oh, girl, once I go, I'm going to have to keep going, okay?
Yes.
And it's funny because, so I was out yesterday and the place wasn't that big. And I swear I was the only one who kept going to the bathroom, and I love that. I was like, yay, nobody else is going to the bathroom. So I'm wondering if people are just holding it, you know, like waiting until they get home. So I hope that's the case. Because I keep thinking, like, if you have people in these big arenas and bathrooms are always crowded, the line is crowded, like, how's that going to work? But we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. I don't know. I don't know this Joey Chavez. Who is she?
Let's skip her because I don't either.
You was hoping I knew. I was like, I don't know her.
Ayana, are you available? Can you do a request to join us? So this is our mental health check part. How's your mental, April?
Well, I mean, this is the thing. I was doing so well coming back and having fun and just being goofy. And it was my birthday and anniversary. And then this week, it's like as soon as we get over it, like they don't give us, there's no breaks. So to answer that question, I haven't been online really because I'm feeling down. I'm like feeling for these mothers. I'm feeling for the family. I take it all on me because here's the thing. God forbid anything happens to me. Huh?
How does she send us a request to join in?
It's all on you. I don't have control. So the thing that looks like a camera, I think you could press that and I think you could see the list of who is available to go live.
Okay.
Katie Edwards.
Nope, that's the wrong thing. Hold on.
Well, maybe I can do it. No, that's not it. Have a request. Yeah, the news is depressing. So,
can you that's Ayana? Yeah, I'm not saying. I saw the little smiley face thing, but nothing, came up. But yeah, the news is depressing. It's been a crazy week, like we kind of started with.
Yeah, click the arrow about above your name. Is it something to your right? You see a plus sign, or I don't even know what it looks like.
Let me see. Okay, invite to join. Let's see.
Thank you, Day. She's like, above. I got you, Day. I got you.
I think I'm
She also has to be on her phone.
Are you on your phone? Click on the top left corner.
See, I'm good.
Really styling to you? Really? You know how to do this?
Who said that?
Angelique.
Oh.
Really? Did I send it? I sent it to you, Yana. Did you get it? It's at the top.
Yep, I can't do anything.
It's saying cancel though. Let's try it again. Go live.
She has to be on her phone.
Huh?
Yeah, she's arrow above the name on top. You got to do it from the top to add to the room. The person I'm trying to invite needs to click the arrow at the top next to y'all's name.
Y'all are so cute. Mm.
So have her click.
Ayana, go to the top where the arrow is and see if that works.
Right.
That's what our friends are telling us. Oh, it say unable to join. Don't know why it's saying that you're unable to join.
That's crazy. I got to use the potty. You talking about the potty? I'll never have to go to.
You sure don't.
I don't. I've been drinking water. I've been drinking for a week.
Oh, that's good. Are you detoxing over there?
I said I'm drinking liquor for a week.
Oh, okay.
So
that's why you're drinking the water.
I'm detoxing on a Thursday because I go hard from Friday to Thursday. Then she requests to join. Okay, that's what's up, Day. Day is it. Yeah, y'all gotta know Day is everything. Look, Day, look at my flowers. Okay, I don't know.
It says cancel. That's weird because she has to be following us, right?
So do you want me to pop out for a minute, go to the potty, have her on, I'll come back and add me?
Let's see if we can do
You
that.
better add me back. Okay, I'm going to get off.
Every time I try to click request to join, it doesn't seem to go through. Okay, we're going to go out and come back in and see what happens. Everybody come back in.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.